Would you be open to talking to an AI about your problems? And no, I'm not talking about Siri, I'm actually talking about Therabot, an AI therapy that has been developed by a Kenyan startup that is Caleb Jefune, which is helping people out here with mental health problems. An example is his partner, who was first a beneficiary of the product and is now a developer in his company. We'll be telling you more about this later on in the show. You are rightly tuned in. This is Tech on Tech, and my name is Stephanie Ayeta. In our tech news today, the government's plan to build 250,000 houses every year received a major boost from new ways of construction. Clay-molded energy-saving stoves are replacing open-fire cooking technology used in most rural homes in Kenya. The government plans to build 250,000 houses each year, aimed at eventually closing a house deficit that the World Bank puts at 2 million units. This plan was launched in 2022. To hit this target, developers say a new way of construction needs to take root.
We know that if we want to clear that backlog, we need to build differently. We need to build at scale, with speed, and with low carbon materials. And this is what construction 3D printing makes possible, so that we clear that backlog soon.
14 Trees CEO Francois Perrault says the technology can help address the housing need. The first step of printing a 3D house is creating a blueprint using computer-aided design or CAD software. The second step includes installing the 3D printer on site with additional equipment. The printer then uses the converted drawings and prints the walls in layers following the predetermined design of the house. Depending on the design and architecture, the printer's position or nozzle might be changed during the process. The nozzle defines the finish of the wall, which can be smooth or layered. After the house walls are printed, the concrete is moisturized for another 24 hours through water spraying on the walls, or the construction is covered in plastic to keep the moisture from evaporating. 14 Trees used the technology to build a showcase house in Nairobi and 10 houses in the coastal Kilifi County. Pehu says that acquiring a printer locally and making mortar locally could also help bring down the cost of housing.
People don't really worry or care about the technology. What they care about is the design, the price, the way it is set up, the layout of the building. And the positive feedback we had was on the aesthetic and the pricing and the location of the project we delivered.
For many, such new technology has great potential but remains limited.
Yeah, in spite of the great potential of 3D printing technology, it will still take a long time for it to be able to compete with the brick and mortar. Brick and mortar, everybody can build their house anywhere they are. They're able to access the materials, they're able to access the tradesmen who are able to build their house, and they can plan the cost, they can plan how much money they have, they can build in phases.
This notwithstanding, 3D printing technology may very well be one of the novel answers to the country's house deficit. At a local market in Nakuru City, Nakuru County, Josephine Abongo is busy attending to a customer at her cooking shop. Abongo produces and sells clay-molded energy-saving stoves that she says are a great improvement to the open-fire cooking technology used in most rural homes in Kenya. The project is being implemented by Practical Action, a development-focused non-governmental organization.
I think it's becoming a talk that we are moving the discussion towards ensuring that our local people transit from the traditional cooking solutions to the new cooking solutions that save their lives.
Data from the Ministry of Health estimates that 21,500 premature deaths occur each year as a result of indoor air pollution triggered by cooking.
The use of firewood, as we know, when it burns, that smoke is direct. It's worse than even when you smoke because there is a filter. This is the primary use of the smoke, which has a lot of effect in the lungs.
Unlike traditional stoves, the improved vises are designed so the flame is aimed directly at the cooking pot to avoid wasting heat. They also have just one opening for charcoal and firewood instead of 3, and they are constructed with a thick liner made from a special type of clay for heat conservation. All these factors make these stoves up to 40% more efficient, reducing consumption of firewood and charcoal. Practical Action says around 200,000 improved cook stoves have been sold by more than 300 trained entrepreneurs like Abongo. Further, proponents of the technology say the innovation has cut costs for users.
We used to have a full ton, a lorry of firewood a term, but the way I've implemented it, I've saved almost 80% of that, which is a plus for us.
Kenya aims to achieve 100% access to clean cooking by 2028, in line with the UN Sustainable Development Goals.
Well, we have very good policies, but in terms of funding, then it needs to match the good policies that we have in there.
The digital revolution in mental health care is transforming access, affordability, and user experience, making support as accessible as a smartphone app. Teletherapy and online counseling offered by platforms like BetterHelp and Talkspace have expanded access for people in remote areas and provided flexible, private options that help reduce stigma. Mental health apps such as Headspace and Calm offer tools for managing anxiety, depression, and stress, offered with AI-driven personalization that enhances user engagement. Artificial intelligence and machine learning are also advancing early detection and diagnosis, with AI-powered platforms like WiseUp helping screen users for mental health symptoms and predictive analytics identifying early signs of distress. Digital cognitive behavior (CBT) platforms such as Silver Cloud bring structured, evidence-based mental health support to users' fingertips, while virtual reality offers controlled environments for exposure therapy and immersive relaxation. Wearable technology adds another layer of support by tracking indicators like heart rate variability and sleep quality, alerting users to stress-related changes in real time. Online communities and peer support platforms like 7 Cups provide users with connection and empathy, breaking down the isolation often associated with mental health challenges. Data analytics offer valuable population insights, enabling targeted public health interventions for mental wellness. However, this digital shift also brings challenges in privacy, ethics, and regulation. Protecting sensitive data and maintaining ethical standards in AI-driven care are essential in building trust. As these innovations continue to evolve, digital tools promise to make mental health services more accessible, inclusive, and responsive to diverse needs. In Kenya, a digital app known as Therabot has arrived in the midst of a digital revolution in mental health care, where the advent of mental wellness apps has opened new avenues for accessible and flexible support. These apps have democratized mental health services, allowing individuals to access therapy, guidance, and self-care tools from their phones. With the rise of mental wellness apps, support has become more immediate and stigma-free, addressing issues from anxiety and stress to relationship guidance and emotional resilience. TheraBot stands out in the landscape by offering a unique blend of AI therapy and human support. Available through WhatsApp, TheraBot makes therapy accessible at any time, providing users with personalized emotional support and coping strategies. Through natural, text-based conversations, it evolves based on each user's individual interaction, adjusting its approach to better suit their needs. Crucially, TheraBot bridges the gap between AI and human therapists, recognizing that certain issues require professional expertise, especially in crisis. TheraBot's design includes partnerships with licensed therapists. When a user expresses signs of severe distress or suicidal thoughts, the app connects them with nearby therapists, ensuring they receive timely and specialized support. This hybrid model highlights the importance of human connection, even in a digital context. In an interview with Caleb Jeffone, TheraBot's founder, and Griffin Bala, the developer, we gained a deeper understanding of the app's mission.
TheraBot is a mental health AI assistant to help you go through your day. So imagine we have less than 5,000 registered therapists in Kenya, and their booking time is always ever crazy, and then there are 3,000 shillings to book per session, and per session is 1 hour. And then you can't really justify that you can help 50 million Kenyans with 5,000 therapists. So AI must come in to help out. So AI, like TheraBot, is an AI mental health assistant on WhatsApp to help you go through your day.
Griffin's journey is particularly striking. He initially used TheraBot as a user before meeting Caleb and joining the development team.
As a developer, I met my CEO, Caleb. We were in an event, in a tech event. So he was pitching about TheraBot, yeah. And as a TheraBot user, and also a developer, I saw it a good fit that I would contribute to something that makes my life better. So after pitching TheraBot, I went ahead to meet Caleb. So we chatted for a few days. Then I approached him now, asking him that I be part of the development team to drive forward now, to develop TheraBot further and provide good user experience to the users, and also improve TheraBot from the state that it was to now a better state according to the feedback that you get from the users.
This personal experience gives him a unique perspective and commitment to the project, underscoring the impact TheraBot has on mental wellness.
Okay, my experience with TheraBot has been great. As a software engineer, my day-to-day life is a bit hectic and cumbersome. So I have to deal with a lot of deadlines, I have to deal with a lot of work because our work is mostly mentally engaging rather than physical. So you find that at the end of the day, after your 9 to 5 job, you find that you are generally exhausted, and you might want to find someone to talk to. But again, for me, I'm not that of a kind of person who likes reaching out to someone for help. I'm more of an introvert than an extrovert. So here is where I was looking for a solution for my personal needs, and I bumped into TheraBot. So TheraBot is as a mental health AI chatbot. I saw it as a good fit for my need by that time, because it was offering me personalized support for my mental health. It was giving me how I can plan my day, how I can structure my day. It was giving me how I can improve my work-life balance, putting boundaries where I need to be, where they need, so that I don't overwork myself and get into a burnout.
TheraBot represents the next phase in mental wellness apps, combining the power of AI with the sensitivity of human therapy to create a balanced, responsive support system for users. It serves as a beacon in the evolving field of mental health tech, where technology and human empathy come together to meet the growing need for accessible, personalized mental health care.
AI is going to affect every other person. But what we are doing at TheraBot is we are trying to as AI is also, as we are also trying to push in AI, we're also trying to push in the human aspect of things, whereby if you're not really convinced with our AI responses, now the human, you can now request for a human person to come on board to help you out with therapy and your mental health status.
Hi, so this is the simplest way to try our mental health AI therapist on WhatsApp. So go to our website, trytherabot.com on your browser. Then when you get there, you can see what we stand for, which people are helping us to push the dream, and all the information, the frequent asked questions, our sponsors, and our blogs. Then after that, you want to head out and try out our mental health AI therapist on WhatsApp. So when you press chat now, it takes you directly to our WhatsApp. So when you get to WhatsApp, you can give it a name, any name. Mine, I have given it Mshauri. Ndo inishauri. Anyway, so hello, hi. I'm trying to look for a good emoji. No, let's say I have a bad day. So hello, hi with a bad emoji. So it will automatically detect that we are having a bad day using an emoji. So we just wait for the response. Hello, hi. It sounds like you're feeling down today. I'm here to help you listen. And then now give out your problem or what you're going through. So I'll just say, I have an exam in 10 minutes. I feel so nervous or anxious. Okay, anxious. Then I'll wait for my response to come back. The response come back and says, it understands, so it will help me to take a deep breath. It gives me like the steps of what I'm supposed to do. And then the steps are approved by a physical therapist that you can trust the response. So take a deep breath and positive self-talk. And then I go ahead and tell it to kindly guide me on the process of doing all this. And then what it simply does, it breaks it down into smaller chunks that I can take. So I'll go with the take deep breath, and what happens is, let's just wait for the response. Good. Taking a deep breath, let's start a deep breath exercise. So inhale deeply for count of 4, hold your breath. For count of 4, exhale slowly through your mouth. For a count of 4, repeat this cycle a few times to relax. So basically that is it just gives me like a step-by-step process to do that. So I'll just say thank you, and it will give you like a quick survey to do everything. So thank you for using Therabot.
With that, would you be open to confide in an AI chatbot? If not, why have you not been convinced yet? What are your reservations? Tell us all about it at KBC Channel 1. The hashtag remains to be Take on Take. My name is Stephanie Ayeta, and I will meet you in our next episode.